They say there's safety in numbers. Yeah? Tell that to 6 million Jews.
Buckle up. Buckle up. Wow. All right. We starting off like this. Okay. On the first one, 11 seconds in. All right.
They say there's safety in numbers. Yeah? Tell that to 6 million Jews.
I did a big charity gig last year for autism. And like most people, my only experience of autism until recently was Dustin Hoffman's brilliant portrayal in Rain Man. But I've just got this new house in London, and the neighbours were coming round and going, oh, yeah, hi, poking their noses in, basically. But I thought, you know, I'd be nice to them for now. When I get a big gate, they can fuck off. And one couple, they've got an autistic son. And the mother was talking to me and said, oh, this is Douglas, he's 17.
You know, comics with that British accent, man, it just makes it so much funnier for some reason, man. Just, I don't know. Oh, man.
Big gate, they can fuck off. And one couple, they've got an autistic son. And the mother was talking to me and said, oh, this is Douglas, he's 17, and he never goes out because he hasn't got any friends. So I thought, right, okay, this is where I can show him that, you know, I'm a rich, handsome man off the telly, but I've also got a heart of gold.
All right.
And I said, oh, I'll take him out. I went, really? I went, yeah. So I went back on the Saturday, true, and she said, oh, he loves the zoo. And the zoo's only about a mile from my new house in Hampstead I live. And so I'm walking along the street with Douglas, okay, and he doesn't take his eyes off his mum all the way along the street like that. And his mum's in the doorway, and she's waving to him, and she's crying, right? Eventually she shuts the door and she goes indoors. I hailed a cab and said, right, take us to the casino. So, you got to make it work for you, haven't you? So, I signed him in. He had a little suit on and everything. I thought, this is going to be brilliant, okay? I went straight to the blackjack table. That's their best one. I don't know why. They're brilliant at that. I went, okay, Dougie, you know the score.
Because he has autism. So he took him to the casino. Oh, he cold for this one.
I went straight to the blackjack table. That's their best one. I don't know why. They're brilliant at that.
Oh my God.
I went, okay, Dougie, you know the score. Bet 2 for good and 1 for bad. Do you understand? He went, yeah. I went, hoo. So I was betting. I was about £1,000 down in half an hour. And I went, sorry, hold on. Douglas, do that thing. Count the cards. Do that thing. Tell me when there's a good card coming. Tell me bet 2 for good. Do you understand? He went, yeah. So I was another £1,000 down. I thought, what sort of an autistic... So I was confused. I threw some toothpicks on the carpet. I said, how many? He went, I don't know. I said, there's 7. I can see there's 7 from here.
Oh, my God. A little hop. Just a little...
Wow. Why did I get that one?
Oh, man.
So I took him back home and I said to the mother, there's been a mistake. He walks like Rain Man, but he's got none of that clever shit.
Oh, my God. Yo.
Greenford. I live at home with my mum still. Thank you for that judgmental silence. No, I like to get out of the way from the top, you know, because I've come to realise that, you know, some people do have a bit of an issue with the fact that I still live at home with my mum. I did a gig not too long ago where I got booed off stage for saying I live at home, right? I walked out, I went, hey guys, how you doing? My name's Nathan Caton. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I still live at home with my family. And as soon as I said it, the whole audience went, boo, boo. I said, all right, man, chill out, gosh. It's the last time I do a charity gig for an orphanage. Jealous because my family kept me, piss off. Sodom. Who are they gonna cry to?
Africa had more mosquito nets, then every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly of AIDS.
Well, what I said at the beginning, I'm mentally prepared for this. Oh, boy. Hey. Yo. Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, the title, it's comedy. It's comedy. You know, it's comedy, Jamel. It's comedy. But damn. Damn. Ooh, they be going there.
Then every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly of AIDS.
Wow. What happened is your Whoopi Goldbergs of this world, when the accusations first came out, they were all like, oh, I don't know if I believe all these women. They're just trying to ruin his legacy or some bullshit like that. Because all these rapes happened in the 70s and the 80s. And they said, what took these women so long to come forward? It's a good question. I think it's because, as rapes go, they weren't the worst rapes now, were they? He never held them down and fucking raped them. He used to drug them and finger them a bit. And I've had worse Christmases with uncles.
Have you ever heard about the people living underneath the subway?
Yeah, mole people.
Yeah, in New York, there's people in the
There's a whole community.
Yeah, well, there's different subway tunnels that the trains don't go down anymore.
Yep.
So a lot of people who are homeless have set up these cardboard cities down there.
That's what they deserve.
And it's pitch black.
Huh?
Dude, hey.
Well,
it's not what.
No.
No, they're relentless. They never stop, and there's no reason for them to stop. You know why? Because you can't hit them. That's what it is. Think about that. There's no physical ramifications for being an asshole when you're a woman. Do you know how much of a dick I would be if it was socially unacceptable to kick the shit out of me?
Carl, any more? Oh, tell that story that you were telling me about your dad when he was driving.
Well, it's just that you were talking about, well, I mentioned Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And the Forrest Gump types. When my dad was when he was a taxi driver.
Yeah.
You used to have to sort of do your bit for the local area.
Oh God.
By taking the Forrest Gump people to Blackpool.
Yeah. Is that what they're called now, the Forrest Gump people? Is that what the organisations that support them are? That's for them to be referred to.
A minibus with
exactly.
Life is a box of chocolates.
Yeah, exactly.
.com.
Well,
Forrest Gump types.
It must be, so you work with these people.
It was,
the people with learning difficulties.
And they used to get five.
Coming home must have been a busman's holiday.
So he got 5 of them in the cab.
Yeah.
And they had to go to Blackpool, and 4 of them were really good, you know, behaving themselves, didn't mess about, weren't fighting and stuff, but there was one who was just causing loads of trouble and they couldn't control him.
Oh,
and what you've got to be able to do with people like that, you don't want them to get stressed out because it's not good for them. It stresses them out, and you could end up with a bit.
Thanks, Dr. Carl.
You could end up with a bit of a riot on your hands. So he thought, I'll nip this one in the bud right now, and he pulled up just on the outskirts of Blackpool. And he took the one out that was causing problems and put it in a wheelie bin.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologise.
He did what?
Oh,
he did it for the good of the others. He put it in a wheelie bin. He was having a good time. He thought it was one of the rides.
Can you stop saying it?
Him.
Yeah.
He you know, he was having a good time, and once he calmed down, my dad went back and picked him up, and he was fine. He had a good time.
What, he left him in there the whole time the others were in Blackpool?
No, he left him there, not the whole day, probably about an hour and a half.
In a wheelie bin?
In a wheelie bin.
Why couldn't he get out?
Because, like, his arms were trapped on the thing. One of those
What, he tied him up?
No, do you know, like, because he was a big fella, and, like, he managed to get him in so his arms were down the side like that, so he was a bit trapped.
Wasn't he screaming and crying and stuff?
He was making a bit of noise, but do you know what I mean?
What, you feel served him right?
Well, but anyway, I didn't really want to talk about it. He just brought it up because of Forrest Gump.
Did his, family know about this? Is this the first time they'd have heard about this?
He didn't get asked to do it again.
What the hell is a Willie? I don't even know what he was saying. Whew. I know they were Whoopi Goldberg. Woo, they went in on her for saying what she said. I've seen the Bill Burr one. I'm familiar with Corey Holcomb. I hadn't seen that clip though. Damn. Yeah, I mean, again, you know, comedians say what a lot of people be thinking, you know, cause you know, they're there to tell the joke and but a lot of times people will be like, hey man, that's too much. I remember when I was watching that roast when I forget his name, but he said the joke about Paul Walker and Ludacris got pissed, you know. I guess it's all about timing, you know, but comedians, they don't care, you know, as far as they're just trying to make. A lot of people have a different way of coping with things, you know. Some people need laughter, you know. Some people need that laughter to help deal and stuff. So sometimes when comedians say stuff, to some people it might be offensive, and to others it might be hilarious, you know. Like when he was talking about the kid with autism, I was just like, oh, like, you know, because he took him to the casino because he thought he would be able to, you know, count these numbers, you know. You gotta, in order to watch stuff like this, you got to have really thick skin, and you have to have a sense of humor, because if you don't, you'll be easily offended. Like when I watch Family Guy stuff, to me, when I watch Family Guy, it's not really about it being funny. It's more like a damn, like they went there. So again, thanks for the requests. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't know if you guys seen this already, but if you have and you're watching again, thank y'all so much. But yeah. Wow. All right, we're gonna stop the video right there, man. Peace out.